Hello everyone, welcome to 2 and 3D. So today we're going to be reviewing this Samantha character and well, it's the same with the previous character I reviewed. So the triggers are the same, the facial expressions are the same, but I am going to cover that also just because each character comes with a specific kind of look. So we have to test some of these triggers. Well, let me just turn off these glasses because like I said, every single thing is on its own separate layers, so you can actually turn them off. You can turn off her cap, or you can make it invisible. You could turn off the glasses, her earrings, AirPods, literally anything. You can turn those off. But just make sure you do not turn off the important parts like the arms and the mouth, the eyes, and stuff like that. So just give me a second. Okay, perfect. So I turned it off directly in the rig, but you could also make that a trigger. So you could trigger her glasses on, her hat on. That is stuff that you have to do yourself too. So let's do the expressions, the facial expressions. When you press 1, you get this angry look. You press 2, you get this inquisitive look. You press 3, you get the flipped version of that. 4 will get you this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 will get you blink. So, well, you could come to the controls and configure it yourselves. So you could make your own custom facial expression if you want. Let's move to the arms. You press Q and A, you get these arm movements, and you can combine this while the character is also talking. W and S, you get these. Uh, E and D, you get these. R and F, this is T and G. Y and H. U and J. I and K. 0 and O and L. And then P will get you a walk arm. So it's not going to be a posable arm again. If you press P, you're flipping it from a posable arm to um, a walk arm. So now if I press forward arrow key, you get your character to walk, and you get the arms to also comply. You get the arms to move like she's actually walking. And somebody commented that if the character can also flip to the other direction, that is, if the character could also walk the other direction. Well, why you can actually make that, you could duplicate this character, and then I have covered this in previous videos. Maybe I'll link it somewhere in this video. But you could also like you could flip this character around and then rig it to have a second profile, that is the left profile. I think that is unnecessary because you could just flip your character around using the transform, and that's what I did. And then I configured it into a key. So if you press M, you get your character to flip in the other direction. You press M again, it goes back to default. And this also works with walking. So you could press your forward key while the character is walking, and then you press M and the character flips to the other direction. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long. Just know that there are draggables around her eye. So there's draggable around the center. If you drag it from the center, you're dragging both pupil. But you could also drag them individually. Like now, you can drag this one around, drag this one around to, oh no, just this one around to get all those confused look or stuff like that. There's a draggable around her arm, her elbow. So if you move this, you could pose your character. Well, this is a walk arm. That's why it is not posable. It's kind of weird looking, like there's this artifact around here that is making the character look very, very, like it's making the arm look weird. But if I press P and you flip to the posable arm, now I can pose this around, move this like this, and you see the arms are posed. Well, you come here and maybe change the finger to whatever you want your character to have at that point. Then you can pose it however you want, create your own cycles. Well, if you come to this, if you come to the rig, you'll be able to see how I made all the inbuilt arm triggers, the cycle arm triggers that I'm using on this character. So you could also create your own. You are not limited with this character. This character, you can explore it as much as you want, create whatever you want with this character. And you could also break the character, but just be careful to keep the same arrangement that I have. So you could move this character into Adobe Illustrator, break the character, refix it, change whatever you want to change within this, like change whatever you want to change. You could actually make this character a male character. But I would recommend you wait for the software that I will be releasing hopefully before this month runs out. And that software is going to help you create characters. All you just need to do is use my templates to recreate whatever character you want. You'll be able to create a male, female, old, young character, whatever like that, using that software, because all you just need to do is change. You could change her mouth, change her eyes, and then move them around, scale them, rotate them however you want, and you'll be able to create a unique character that will work for you. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, give us a sub. It will help us to reach more people and to also help us to reach you more contents like this in the future. Thank you and bye for now.